People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now people, the first video that I did, I spoke about these new gangs in Jamaica, or these gangs in Jamaica, and the fact that they are diversifying their portfolio. And people, basically, I let you listen to an audio of the security minister. We are speaking about Dr. Horace Chang. And he said that since the drugs thing kind of dry up, they are finding innovative way to make all sorts of money legally / illegally. However, people, and next thing that I have found or realized is that most of these companies that are loan companies, we are speaking about shark, loan shark. Now people, if you've ever watched that show, that popular show on one of those networks, it is called Loan Shark or Shark Tank, sorry. People, you realize that whenever you make any sort of deal with the devil, you are basically getting SCREED. It is going to either work good or it is either going to work bad. However, people, in this case, in most of the case in Jamaica, we see a lot of these loan companies, they are owned by gangsters, specifically Klansman and other sort of gangster, point blank and period. Now, people, you understand, as it pertains to courts and singer, they have bailiff. That means that if you default on your loan, basically them send the bailiff for your thing them, or they make sure so them get paid. In the case of these gangsters that are running these legal / illegal companies, we see that they have hitman, they have hired, we are speaking about guns. That means that whenever you default, them basically send them people to come take you away, or them send some sort of serious warning. Now people, in this case, I am speaking about an incident that occurred on the 25th of October. So people, we are speaking about in excess of a month ago. And she is saying the young lady's name is Candice Thomas. And she is saying that her brother, and his name is Kamali Thomas, he has been missing from the 25th of October. So people, we are talking about in excess of a month. And based on the information, she said that he is involved in some sort of juice business. However, it seems as if he's been getting all sorts of loan from all sorts of shaky people. And the people them want their money. And based on the information that she gave out, it is said that he left his business establishment and he went to do a delivery in a Portmore. However, he got a call. I guess he called his sister and told her that he got a call and he had to divert to Spanish Town. However, when he reached Spanish Town, according to his sideman, we are speaking about his assistant, he left from out of the truck and said that he is going to talk to somebody. However, he has been missing since. So people, take a listen, take a look to what the sister has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
I honestly don't know what is happening, and again, I know that he had some money issues and people need their money and they don't believe that I don't know where my brother is. And people threatening me because they think I know where he is. Persons coming up to the house. I'm afraid to hear from him and how him collect money. Him collect $1,960 the after I reported him missing. And when I went there, I even tell the police, but when I went there, the lady said the last time they saw Kamali was on the Thursday. He didn't show up at the shop. I always see people are missing and I always feel sorry for them, but then when you realize that your own person is missing, that is the hardest thing. I don't sleep and I can't eat.
Now people, like I say, we realize that a lot of persons are getting missing / taken out in Jamaica, and people, this is one of the main reasons, because people understand that persons are hustling, and most of these persons are hustling. They are serious persons. I am speaking about most of these companies, these loan companies, and persons that are just doing it on the side. We are talking about the top people in the era. They are the ones that have the money, because they are the ones that are basically going out there and robbing all sorts of establishment and robbing all sorts of people. So therefore, them want to basically launder the money. So what they do is lend it out to people that are in need. And people, the truth and the facts that whenever you get these loans, it is at a very high exorbitant rate. That means that it is almost impossible to pay. However, you have to pay the piper or else you are going to pay with your life. So therefore, what we find is that persons are taken from Peter for pay Paul. So therefore, they are always indebted. So therefore, whenever them in debt, them actually end up in DEATH. And people, in this case, we see that that might be the case. So people, the moral of the story is this. Based on the sister's account, this man has been missing from the October 25th. So people, we are almost at the end of November. So people, we are speaking about in excess of a month. And she said that she is not only in fear that he is gone. However, she is also in fear for the rest of the family. And specifically herself. Because they've been getting a lot of threatening phone calls. That them see the brother or they feel like the brother is hiding. And people, the people must send all sorts of threats to the family and the sister. So people, may just show you how Jamaica run. If you can't pay, don't take people things, because whenever you take people things, they are going to want back their money, or they are going to want back your life. So basically, you are set between a rock and a hard place. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now, people, remember I told you that Jamaicans, the relevant authorities in Jamaica, and the politicians, the member of parliament, Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, bling, they are reactive instead of proactive. And I am speaking specifically about the case of little young youth, 5-year-old, and his name is Michael Allen, and he was basically rushed by some dog, and he was taken to United States, and he is now undergoing treatment. However, people, there was an incident that occurred maybe about a year ago, and that teacher, she was also rushed by some dog, and she was basically in the place of recovery for months. And I think that she is still doing all sorts of therapy because her situation was bad. Now, people, we saw that there was a bill that the Senate is supposed to get from Parliament. And people, the same day that this bill was passed in a Parliament and sent to the Senate, it is said that a man, and his name is Lloyd Fletcher, and he lives in a place called Frenchman Heights in St. Catherine. He was also rushed by some dog. Now, people, isn't it kind of ironic that the same day that the Parliament got this bill and it was supposed to be sent to the Senate is the same day that a next set of dog, them basically rush some other people we are speaking about in a St. Catherine. So, people, if the Jamaican government and the relevant authority won't move after these 3 incidents, I don't know when they are going to move. So anyways, people, like I said, they were supposed to pass this bill in a Senate to make sure that the owners of these pets are held liable in a lawsuit, and also them can face I think $500,000 to $3 million worth of fine, or 6 months to 15 years we are talking about in the big yard. Now, based on this information, it is said that this man, and his name is Lloyd Fletcher, he was basically in his house in his yard about 6 a.m. in the morning, and people, the neighbor, them dog, basically rush out upon him and basically bring him down to the ground and was all over him. And it was his family member, and that person's name is Mr. Joel Palmer. Now, people, like I said, Mr. Fletcher was down on the ground and the dogs was dealing with him very bad. We are talking about them, I deal with him rabid. However, his relative that lived next door, that is also a neighbor, he saw the incident and he came out and he basically tried to assist the man. However, it is said that the dog them also rush him too. So people, the dog them bite up them 2 people. Now, based on the information, it is said that Mr. Lloyd Fletcher, he said that the neighbors usually have their dogs tied up in the yard. However, for some unknown reason, the dogs were loose that day. So basically, the dog them get out and basically did what they did, and then basically attacked the 2 people. Now, people, when I tell you about these Jamaicans and their negligence and their irresponsible way, we've seen these videos circulating on social media. We heard on the news over and over. Mind your dog. Make sure that you are responsible for your dog. Make sure you have adequate fencing, adequate gate rate, lele, blah, blah, bling. Don't have your dog them out there just a roam and become a pestilence to people. And people, like I said, until these people start going to jail or until them start pay some hefty fine, they are not going to learn, because people, it is as if they are brain dead. It is as if it is a culture in Jamaica where the people them coming like some mule. And people, I am not trying to diss Jamaican, however, it is the fact based on the culture that we've seen been going on for decades. So people, this is not nothing new. However, we see that it has been highlighted lately in the news. However, it seems as if it is not basically putting any sort of bulb in the head of these people. Them now see what is going on. They are still dazed and confused. So therefore, if them now get no time, or if they are not getting fined, they are not going to learn, because it seems as if they only learn the hard way. So anyways, people, based on information, it is said that this man went to the place of recovery and he received all sorts of tetanus shot to make sure that he don't get any sorts of disease. And the neighbor also assisted to pay for the medical bill. However, people, do you think that that is enough? Especially in light of what is happening. Especially when we see that there are such big cases out there highlighting the situation, and them people are not learn. So people, if them not learn now, when are they going to learn? Never. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news is an update as it pertains to that 5-year-old youth that was basically rushed by the dogs, and he was taken to America to basically do some sort of emergency surgery. Now, people, based on the information, he did a surgery, did a big surgery the other day. I think it was 9 or 8 hours. And he is scheduled to do a next surgery we are speaking about on Monday. So people, take a listen, take a look to what the mother has to say, and then let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.
Said he covered the wounds on the body, the lower body, and then he removed the tissues from over his left eye, some of the tissues from over his left eye, and covered the head. Well, the surgeon said Monday will be the big surgery. I know it has to do with the head. Well, they said this one, the first one was 9, and it's going to be longer than that. It's like, seeing Mikhail, I was saying, God, if you have seen Mikhail's life. Well, everything was just coming to my mind. Every time I get a phone call, it's very hard to answer the phone. I'm saying, when they say, anything happened to Mikhail? All right. When they said it to me, I was saying to my mother, Mommy, do you ever see anybody doing a visa and a passport in one day to leave the other day? I said, brother, impossible. So he said to me, who going to fund this? So I said, everything is going to be funded through them. He said, I really hope and pray and go on. But all I'm on my way going, I'm still saying it's going to be something is going to hinder. I just have that belief. And when I reach up there and see that everything works for good, all I can say, thank you, Jesus.